What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well tonight. I just got everybody tagged in there. We're not going to break yet. I'm logging in a little early to rip open some packs. There's so many packs, 24 packs a box over here. What's that? It's 144 packs. There's a quick math right there. 144 packs in each one of these are in this break. So I wanted to get on a little early and just go ahead and open some packs. That way we won't help speed up the break for everybody a little bit tonight. I do this sometimes when it's these products that have a gazillion packs in them. Got a little extra seal this year. It's a different look for Allen & Ginter. These boxes are huge for one thing. It's got like little pockets they go into. Empty box. But if I'm going to open packs, I want to be live, so that people can see what's going down. All right, let's get to opening packs. Is the back card upside down in each one? I think so. This will help keep things flowing tonight a little bit better. A little more room right there. No box toppers in this year's product, like there always has been in the past. As long as I can remember anyway. Empty box. Not actually going to reveal any cards until 8:30. do like the presentation of the box this year. They're a little big. I don't know if it's all that necessary, but it does look cool. Empty box. Nah. I'm a pro, Larry. I'm a pro. As soon as I say that, I'll knock him over. Don't jinx me, man. Me coming in here jinxing me. Oh. Yeah, I've done this a few times in my day. Timber. I'm hoping for some big ones tonight. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you are. Nah, we don't. Pull us a bunch of shit, man. See if I can put these right here like this. How does that look from y'all's end? See, I don't want to do that because I want to keep all the cards visible to you. Just stick it right here and work to the right. Empty style. I might be able to knock all these out. Who is that? Who's that, Larry? Mark Fidrich, did I say that right? Who is that? Is he like a celebrity, I guess, the non-baseball spot? Non-baseball spot's typically the most popular spot in the break. I got it at a good price, too. I'm telling you, if people look around, my big teams, my non-baseball spot, Dodgers, A's, Yankees, if you go compare them to the Fanatics Live prices, I'm under all of them. I don't know why you'd buy the big teams from anywhere else. And the Dodgers were the last teams to sell, and the A's. And I've got them lower than anybody on Fanatics Live. That's kind of crazy. Think Zach Greinke and Big Papi and a skinny white dude with curly blonde hair. He used to talk to the ball. Oh, he's an actual Tigers player, huh? Not a celebrity. Okay, I got you. Why do I not know him? Thought I knew everybody. Thought I knew all the players. All right, let me move this to the front. That way we got some room back here. There we go. Now, if I can get through these last two boxes without spilling everything, that would be remarkable. Now's when it gets tricky. Empty box. See, we're going to be able to roll through this break now. Imagine if I went live at 8:30 and we had to do this, stop and do this every single time. It's before my time. Okay. Well, yeah, but see, I grew up collecting all those older players. I mean, I'm not a spring chicken. I'm 42. But, so when I was growing up in the 80s, 90s, yeah, it was popular to collect all the old guys. So that's what I'm saying. I know all the older players. For some reason, he's not ringing a bell to me. You see this little red part right here on this card? I bet that's some kind of short print right there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See that? See that red? I wonder if it's to 5. That color red in the holiday baseball was to 25. That's not a spoiler. That's just, give everybody a little something to look forward to. I couldn't help but see that sticking out there. Okay. I mean, the name sounds somewhat familiar, but I can't put a face with the name. I really can't. As long as they're all Astros. Only one box away from having these all opened up. Well, I'll be excited to go through that stack right there with that red card sticking out. All right, let's get this last box. Let's go ahead and move these stacks back. I'm not going to play with them. I'm going to stand up here. All right. Gosh, I got a graveyard of packs down here at my feet. I will. I definitely will. I'll look him up after the break tonight. I'll be dropping half case number 2 of this tomorrow. I'm gonna go for a PM break tomorrow. Put out a price preview in the morning and break empty. Drop the break around 6 p.m. maybe. See how that goes. Saturday night, I don't want to bust up anybody's dinner plans, though. It's the other side to it. But Want to keep it moving for everybody that has a rollover to the second half. Saw a green frame right there. Check it out. Green frame. Do this one first. Go right to left. That way we get this green frame. And we get that red card in the second stack. I'm a fan of Allen and Ginter myself. It's always been a good product for us here at Roper's Rips. We pulled some good cards through the years. I remember one time I pulled a Babe Ruth 1 of 1, and we couldn't figure out what the hit for the box was. Like, we could not. We went through all the cards, couldn't figure it out. All of a sudden, I get a message from one of my members, like a week later after they got their package, like, hey, did you know this was a Babe Ruth 1 of 1 in here? I'm like, no, I didn't. And it was like the card, the 1 of 1 was so subtle that, like, I don't know how you'd have to really look going out of your way looking to find it. It just blended in so subtle. Nothing was different about the card or anything. It was just like this little tiny silver 1 of 1 on it for Babe Ruth, and I had no idea, man. He was like, yeah. You know that I got this Babe Ruth 1 of 1 here. Sure did, man. But we went through the stacks that night like 3-4 times, trying to see if we missed one. All right. Here we go. I'll be right back. We'll get started. Go grab a drink real quick. Gotta still run our duck race too for the Dodgers. All right, 8:30 on the dot. What's up, everybody? So we got our packs opened up. We're ready to rip now. TGIF. Before we get started tonight, we do have some duck race action. Get that set up really quick. It's going to be for the Dodgers. Top team in the break. Top prize team in the break. Top team in the break will be whoever hits. So that's yet to be determined. Top prize team in the break. Top chances. Dodger checklist loaded. A couple of guys I need to tag here as well. All right, so 10 spotter right here. Duck race for those Dodgers. Good luck, everybody. We've been live opening packs up for the last few minutes, so you haven't missed anything. If you're just tuning in, we're ready to roll. We got Matt Dixon in the 1 stall, Timothy Archibald in the 2 lane, Adam Medeiros in the 3 lane, Matt Dixon in those 4 and 5 stalls, Christopher Brieke in the 6 lane, Billy Stopp 7 stall, Adam Medeiros 8 lane, Timothy Archibald in the 9 stall, and Matt Dixon in that outside post. Lane number 10, we got the clock set on 30. We got this number on 10 for really no apparent reason. Hey, let's send them to the pond. All right, Frosty the Duck Man out there, George Washington, Clark Kent, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Duck Deer, the Statue of Liberty. Woo, what a lineup. Everybody comes out for the Dodgers. Let's send them off in 3, 2, 1. Pew! Some of the fastest ducks you'll ever see out there. Timothy Archibald just steaming out to a quick lead. We'll see if he can hold on to it. That's going to be the question here, folks. But he's got a good duck length and a half lead on the field right here. Better save up those wings for the end of the race, though, Timothy. I got to say, don't spend yourself too early. Let's see who can make a move here. Matt Dixon, that red nose is guiding his way, it looks like, towards the finish line. It sure is. 4 stall, Matt Dixon taking those Dodgers tonight. Congrats, Matt. Big time hit right there, brother. Big time hit right there. I do appreciate everybody else who joined in that duck race. And once again, congratulations to my guy, Matt Dixon. All right. Let's go through our team owner list and say what's up to everybody. If you'd like to, if you're in here, I know there's only a few people in here right now. Throw down a guess in the chat for who you think the very first autograph or relic of the break is going to be. The very first one, if you hit it, we'll give you $20 in free break credit that you can use on any of our upcoming in-group breaks. Does not include eBay, but any of the in-group breaks we have here. All you got to do is guess the player on the first auto or relic. Arizona Diamondbacks tonight, Coach Wayne Brimley. Braves is Josh Thompson. Baltimore Orioles, Jason Van Buskoten. Boston Red Sox is Rick Sylvia. The Chicago Cubs is Frankie McIntyre. White Sox, Frankie McIntyre. The Big Red Machine with Ellie De La Cruz. Cincinnati Reds going to Ian Smith in this one. The Guardians, Frankie McIntyre. Tapping them with the Colorado Rockies, also going to be Frankie McIntyre. Tigers, Wayne Brimley. Astros, Larry Marr. Kansas City Royals is Todd Kramer. The Angels is Jeff McNall Jr. Dodgers, Matt Dixon just won them in that duck race. Congratulations, Matt. Frankie McIntyre has the Marlins. Brew Crew, Milwaukee Brewers going to Randy Netzler. Let's go, Randy. Minnesota Twins is Ethan Stout. New York Mets, Ike Moran. The Bronx Bombers, those New York Yankees going to Andrew Freeberg. Oakland Athletics, Nick Brockert in this one. The Phillies, Philadelphia Phillies going to Ray Natal. Christopher Bricky has the Pirates. Padres, also Christopher Bricky. The San Francisco Giants is going to be Jeffrey Nimzik. Seattle Mariners is Ray Natal. St. Louis Cardinals is Redbirds going to Frankie McIntyre, along with the Tampa Bay Rays, Frankie McIntyre as well. Texas Rangers is Ryan Ehrig. Blue Jays, Billy Stopp. Nationals, Matthew Hogue. And that non-baseball spot, the coveted non-baseball spot, going to Rick Sylvia in this one. He's hoping for a Bonds auto. Larry's calling Tariq Skubal. Well, I'd love to pull either one of those. All right, without any further ado, I just need y'all to kick back, relax, and enjoy the break. You're now rocking with old Jim Hands. Let's get it on, Mills Lane style, baby. Come on now. Shake and break. Papa Fresh Case is in the building, and we got a fresh one all ripped up, ready to go right in front of you here. I won't go this extensively through all the base cards, but this is a Corbin Burns here, so you can get a look at the stock. We'll flip through our base. Look at that, 2 Chris Sale cards back to back. Let's look at the code just to make sure they're both the same. Yeah, it sure is. All right. Bill Rizzuto. Our hit's going to be upside down in every pack. Chase Doliner on the mini right there. Let's go. Wicked Curves. It's Pedro Martinez. Boston Red Sox. Red Sox. In this one, Rick Sylvia. There's a little Jacks action. Oh, that's old buddy right there. That's old buddy. Y'all know him. Richard Kahn. Richard Kahn coming through with the foil, too, for the non-baseball spot in Rick Sylvia. Is that the Crime Dog? Fred McGriff. Cubs version. Red Sox hit right there. Winning the World Series. Satchel Paige, these Browns cards go to the Orioles, same organization. We're getting a lot of packs that got the back-to-back, or those 2 of them so far anyway. Jim Thome, 347. I wonder if the 300, 301 to 350 are short prints, maybe. Sometimes that's the case in the past. I wonder if that's the case this year. Big unit, Randy Johnson for the D-backs. Wayne Brimley right there. Wicked Curves, Tom Seaver for the New York Mets going to Ike Moran. Yeah, I wonder if that is the case. I'm going to stick that one just to the side right there. Got a little full action right here. Laura Prepon. I don't know exactly how you... Prepon, that's a tough pronunciation for a North Carolina boy. This is Tom Marshall on the mini. This is the Nationals. In their first World Series right there. Matthew Hogue has the Nationals. We got something coming up right here. Verdes. Ty Verdes, a musician. On the foil right there. Cepeda. It's Orlando Cepeda. I'm just going to look and see if there's any other cards numbered over 300 really fast. This Phil Rizzuto is. Just wondering if those are short prints. Maybe. We're going to pay attention to see if any of them are backwards or upside down from here. I think it's possible that they are. What was that Rizzuto? There it is. Okay. All right, next stack. Mini for Byron Buxton. Clayton Kershaw, Wicked Curves for those LA Dodgers. Dodgers is Matt Dixon tonight. Chandler Simpson, rookie. A Boogie with the hoodie in the house. All right, first hit of the break. Nobody picked Joey Votto. Nobody's right. Joey Votto, game used for the Reds right here. Joey Votto, Reds, Ian Smith. I haven't pulled as many non-baseball hits in my boxes that I've opened so far. That's a River Ryan right there for the Dodgers. Nice one. On the foil, Dodgers is Matt Dixon. Lotterer, Andre Lotterer. Phillies winning the pennant. Going to Ray Natal there, his Phillies. Callaway, Sway Callaway from Sway on the radio. Burt Blyleven here, 341. That might be a short print. Dansby Swanson for the Cubs and Frankie. How about a Barry Zito, Wicked Curves for the Athletics and Nick. Joe Morgan, Zach Wheeler. Rod Carew in the house. Bo knows Allen and Ginter, y'all. Bo Jackson, Kansas City Royals. Nice hit for Todd Kramer right there. Let's go, Todd. Hammerhead Shark. Watch out. Mark McGuire, Oakland A's. Winning the Battle of the Bay right there. A's is Nick Brockert. Will the Thrill Clark showing up. A Boogie with the Hoodie once again. Have a little Godino. Joe Godino, musician. I think we got somebody trying to get in the group here. Did have a few people coming in from eBay for the first time. All right, back to it. Joey Votto, our first hit. Yo, Meat, what's up, brother? Appreciate it. Allen and Ginter. Tell them about tell the fellas what you got about to send my way. Yeah, Larry says there's going to be a lot of old guys saying, who? On the non-baseball cards. Kirby Puckett. Hell, I don't know half of them. Aaron Judge. Jordan Alvarez. Hey, Livy Dunn. I bet everybody knows her. Aston. Skylar Aston. Dennis Eckersley. Yeah, 300 over 300 must be short print. Hey, Ty Cobb. They said he was an mean old dude, man. Meanest player ever. Tigers, Wayne Brimley with the Ty Cobb Chrome Mini. Bob Gibson, Wicked Curves. St. Louis Cardinals, Frankie McIntyre. Cade Horton showing up there. Upside down. The Mickey Mantle. High number. Reagan, Chuck Reagan. I think he's from down somewhere around Silva. CC Sabathia, Wicked Curves. Yes, sir. So we got the Cal Home Run Derby Tops Now hit signed by Cal headed to me. Cal Raleigh from Andrew. He's got one himself, too. Pumped about that one. Another Livy Dunn. Sheldon, Scott Sheldon, Texas Rangers. Rangers is Ryan Ehrig. Let's go, Ryan. A little mini for Chandler Simpson. Cardinals win the World Series. Old school Bruce Sutter right there. Frankie McIntyre has the Cardinals. Mackenzie Gore, Scott Boras, Garrett Crochet. Reese Hines on the foil right there. Drop the mini out. It is Lotterer, Andre Lotterer. And the Yankees, Kings of New York, win the World Series. It's the captain, Derek Jeter, right there, y'all. This is the stack we had do we have a green frame in this one or something like that, I want to say? A little short print action right there for Luis Aparicio for the White Sox. Raleigh Fingers for the A's. A's, Nick, White Sox, Frankie. Greg Maddux, Wicked Curves for the Braves and Josh Thompson. We pulled a wicked Greg Maddux autograph to 10 the other night. Had a Topps Update Series silver pack. Not this break, but a different break the other night. Walter Johnson for the Nationals. You got Orelvis Martinez on the mini. For the Blue Jays, Billy Stopp. A little Whitey Ford action on the Wicked Curves for the Yankees. Yanks, Andrew Freeberg. Knicks. This dude's in the Red Clay Strays, I think. Awesome band. If you haven't checked out the Red Clay Strays, I appreciate you. I suggest you go take a trip down the rabbit hole tonight. John Hall, the non-baseball spot, and Rick Sylvia. How How about Anthony Volpe? Anthony Volpe for the Yankees and Andrew Freeberg. Marshall there. That's the Big Red Machine. Reds win the World Series. Corey Seager. Abner Powell. Jazz Chisholm Jr. He looks like a celebrity in that picture. Seen them at Red Rocks. That's right. You did, didn't you? What an awesome place to see a show. A boogie with the hoodie. Yankees, Andrew Freeberg, Manny Machado for the Padres. That's a black border. Padres, Christopher Bricky. This is the Red Sox right here. I saw Lettuce at Red Rocks, and that was an awesome show. Had the Soul Rebels opening up for him. Backwards hit right here. Tom Marshall. Kirby Puckett. Short print. I guess shorter print, we'll call him. Brent Rooker on the mini for the A's. And the Royals winning the World Series. Royals is Todd Kramer. All right, last stack here. Yeah, so we got the green frame right there. Jose Ramirez on top there. Shorter print for Pudge Rodriguez. The big unit, Randy Johnson on the mini for the D-backs once again. Wicked curves right here. That's Goose Gossage for the Yankees and Andrew Freeberg. Oh, holy cow. Livy Dunn, foil. Nice one for Rick Sylvia. Might actually be worth a few bucks. Scott Boras, black border mini. Got Joe Musgrove on the wicked curves for the Padres and Christopher B. Joe DiMaggio, shorter print. How about the State Birds? The old ring-billed goal over here from Utah. Joe Carter. Blue Jays win the World Series. Bill Mazeroski on the foil for the Pirates and Christopher B. And how about a Ricky Henderson for those Oakland Athletics? Nick Brockert. O'Neill Cruz on the black border mini right there for the Pirates. Christopher B. Little White Sox win the World Series action right here. It's for Frankie McIntyre. All right, we got a hit coming up here. See what we got. Come on, be good to us. It's an autograph. How about a Livy Dunn autograph? I never thought I'd get so excited over a Livy Dunn autograph, but I am. 2 of 50. 2 of 50. That's a valuable card right there. I don't know without looking it up exactly how much it's worth, but that's got to be a valuable card right there. Congratulations to Rick Sylvia in the non-baseball spot. Let's go, brother. Woo! She's a gymnast. Congratulations. Rick Sylvia cashing in on the non-baseball spot. And any of those people, the celebrities and whatnot, there's about half of them might be wearing a team hat. Or this goes to the non-baseball. All those do. All right. Rhett Lauder, mini short print right there. Yordan Alvarez. Holy cow! Look, coming right here. How about a Bobby? A Hobby. Oh, Witt Jr. 37 of 50 on the gold mini for the Royals and Todd Kramer. Buddy, I'm pulling you some PC stuff lately. If we get any big mini hits, I've got these tobacco card inserts, sleeves for them. Oh, yeah, I have no doubt that Livy is a huge chase. And to 50 right there. Non-baseball spots where it's at, man. How I wonder what those are going for. Sold on eBay for $700. Not a little bad little come up on a $98 spot and still going. Bobby Witt Jr. Gold. Boom. Heck of a first box right here. This is the Rockies winning the pennant right there. Frankie's got the Rockies. Shine, Tony Gwynn, Richard Kind, Ricky Henderson with the double back-to-back right there. Yogi Berra and a Wicked Curves for Steve Carlton, a guy I really used to collect big time growing up. Phillies, Ray Natal. All right. Next stack, let's go. The captain, Derek Jeter, on top. Jamie Chung on the chrome for the non-baseball spot. Robin Yount. Gary Sheffield. Mini for the Dodgers. And Matt. This is the Phillies winning the pennant right here. Corbin Burns. Is that Seth Meyers? Seth Meyers making it in the set. Tony La Russa. Godino. Joe Godino, the musician. The Braves winning the World Series title, their first one since '95 there. That was Freddie Freeman. Jacob Wilson, rookie. Teddy Ballgame. A little full action for Corbin Carroll. Going to Wayne Bramley there. Wicked Curves for Sandy Koufax and the Dodgers, headed to Matt Dixon. A little foil action right here for Willie Adames. Joe Torre on the mini for the Cardinals and Frankie. And a Barry Zito Wicked Curves for those Oakland Athletics. Nick. He's got the Athletics in this one. Biggio, shorter print. Seems like we had a red border card in this stack. Bryan Cranston. Now, we'd love to pull an autograph of him. I bet he's another one of the chase cards here. Kirby Puckett for the Twins. All right, how about Jazz Chisholm Jr. on the foil hit right there. Nice one for the Yanks and Andrew. George Brett. Bo Bichette mini for the Blue Jays. Billy Stott. Kirk Gibson with the one-arm home run there for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. James Wood. Is that the lead singer right there? Is that the dude from the Red Clay Strays? Brandon Coleman, is that him? Looks like him. Rocket, Roger Clemens. Seth Meyers coming through on the foil for the non-baseball spot. Rick Sylvia, Manta Ray. CC Sabathia, Wicked Curves for the Yankees and Andrew Freeberg. Well, Zach Wheeler action for the Phillies. It's going to be Ray Natal. Grazietti, Joey Grazietti, the TV personality. Some of these have got different backs. Fergie Jenkins, Wicked Curves for the Cubbies. Frankie taking the hit. Pee Wee Reese. Mini for Logan Gilbert. Those Seattle Mariners. Ray Natal has them in this one. Yankees winning the World Series right there. Andrew Freeberg. Who's that? Ozzie Smith. Old school photo of Ozzie. Zach Rochelle. Non-baseball spot. Aparicio. There's Jackson Churio on the chrome mini right there. That's the Babe Ruth Yankees winning the World Series there. Andrew Freeberg. Who we got? Joe Morgan on the foil. Little black mini for Grant McCray Black Mini rookie for those Giants and Jeffrey Nimzik. Catfish Hunter. Jim Hunter. Catfish Hunter. Wicked Curves for the A's and Nick. Foil action for Corbin Burns. D-backs. Nick's in the house. Whitey Ford on the Wicked Curves. Hayden Birdsong popping up. Dick Allen for the Phillies. Adrian Beltre. Boston Red Sox right there. Rick Sylvia taking that one. There's another Bryan Cranston. Rich Indies. Bags. Jeff Bagwell on the mini right there for the Astros. Larry Marr taking that one. There's Bruce Sutter again. We're starting to get into some doubles of these for the Cardinals and Frankie McIntyre. Bags once again. Jeff Bagwell. This time on the foil hit. Who's this? Alex the Great, man. Watch out. Going to Rick Sylvia right there. Ohtani mini. Let's go, Dodgers. Matt Dixon with the Ohtani mini. Wicked Curves for Goose Gossage. Yankees, Andrew Freeberg. Chuck Reagan, musician. Hit going to Rick Sylvia. Rawich. Josh Rawich. Going to non-baseball. Paul Molitor over here for the Minnesota Twins. Twins is Ethan Stout. Wicked Curves, Max Scherzer. Juan Marichal. Big Sean. The Rapper. White Sox winning it for Frankie. Alex the Great making his appearance known. Making his presence known, I should say. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. He said he wants some ink on the Jeff Bagwells. I don't blame you. Still looking for some hit. I see that red one. See this? See that red foil? Bryce Harper. It's a little variation, I think. Phillies, Ray Natal. Nice one, Ray. Who's that? Boston Red Sox winning the World Series. Rick Sylvia. That's Chris Sale, right? Yep. Chef reactions. The big dumper, Cal Riley. There he is. Watch out, y'all. Cody Bellinger for the Yanks and Andrew Freeberg. Ohanian. John Smoltz, Wicked Curves, Braves, Josh Thompson. Buster Posey, Christy Mathewson, Jorge Soler. Here we go with the Albert Pujols on the foil. Nice one for the Cardinals and Frankie. Giancarlo Stanton, black border. We've got Steve Carlton on the Wicked Curves, Phillies, Ray Natal. Raleigh Fingers. State Birds, Purple Finch, New Hampshire. Get you some, New Hampshire. Red Sox, Rick Sylvia. Snow, Brittany Snow. All right, what do we got here? It's going to go this way. Ooh. How about a Cal Ripken Jr. Orioles, Jason Van Buskoten, 20 of 25. Phil Necro behind him. 20 of 25 on the super short print red foil for Cal Ripken Jr. Big time right there. Let's go. Jason Van Buskoten. If you enjoy Allen and Ginter and you missed out on this one, tomorrow we're going to drop half case number 2 at 6 o'clock p.m. 6 o'clock p.m. Be ready. I'll have a price preview out for you in the morning. Might be a few adjustments, small ones. Byron Buxton, non-baseball spot, might have to go up. I don't know. Kirby Puckett for the Twins and Ethan Stout. Ooh, check this out. Who's got the Tigers? Wayne Brimley. Jackson Jobe, 72 of 199. That's a rip card, my friend. That's a rip card. Inside this card will be either an exclusive mini parallel, an exclusive mini wood parallel, an exclusive mini metal parallel, a red mini autograph card, or a one-of-a-kind sketch card. Jackson Jobe for the Tigers. I don't know that Wayne's in here to let us know whether to rip it or not. Chef Reactions. Bert Blyleven. Tom Seaver, Wicked Curves for the Mets, and Ike Moran. Well, maybe we can do it. Logan Webb, Jean Kinsey Noel. Ooh. Got a hit coming right here. That's nice for Aaron Nola. Philadelphia Phillies, Ray, you didn't miss much. You just you came in right in time to nail your Aaron Nola. 2-color game-used mem on the mini framed relic right here. Nice one for Ray. Gilbert. Chad Gilbert. Matthew Boyd and Warren Spahn. I saw that too, Larry. I saw that too. Nice Aaron Nola, though. Very nice. What will Wayne do? What will Wayne do? Will he leave it as me, or will he rip it like we all want him to? We'll have to find out. Livy, let's go. All right. You missed us pulling a Livy Dunn auto, Ray, for the non-baseball spot. Hold on before I start this other stack. Let me get some of these cards off the table. All right. Honus Wagner. If only that was his old tobacco card. Sunfish. Get these minis off as well. Wicked Curves. This is Steve Carlton for Ray and those Phillies. Ryan Bliss. Chuck Reagan there. This is going to be a Jim Cat for the Twins. Phillies. Aaron Nola to Ray. Sandy Koufax, Wicked Curves for Matt Dixon. There's a Dylan Cruz rookie, base rookie. It's weird how they got so many back-to-back hits like that, back-to-back cards. The Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays on the chrome right there for Jeffrey Nimzik. Let's go, Jeff. Johnny Bench. Mookie Betts for those L.A. Dodgers. Wicked Curves for the Yankees and Andrew Freeberg. That was C.C. Sabathia. Skylar Aston on the foil. Fernando Tatis Jr. The captain, Derek Jeter, right there for the Yankees. Tatis Jr. going to Christopher. Yankees is Andrew Freeberg. Lauren Elena. Chuck Reagan. Here we've got a Connor Norby rookie on the foil for those Marlins. Mini, so it doesn't fall off. That's Kyle Tucker. Chrome hit right there. Nice one for the Cubs and Frankie. There's his teammate, Dansby Swanson. Frankie as well. Dodgers, Matt Dixon. Winning the World Series there. Michael McGreevy. And a foil card for Fergie Jenkins. Cubbies, Frankie McIntyre. Let's go, Frankie. Hideo Nomo, old school for the Dodgers. Part of that can say they had like 4 or 5 rookies of the year in a row in the 90s. Cal Ripken Jr. there. Orioles, Jason. And a Fergie Jenkins for those Cubs and Frankie. Willie McCovey. Weber, Peter Weber. Whitey Ford on the Wicked Curves Yankees, Andrew Freeberg. Bob Gibson. Vladdy, who likes to party? Blue Jays. Billy Stomp likes to party. Hanley Ramirez. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Agustin Ramirez. It's not an old school player like I thought it was. Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly on the black border for the Yankees and Andrew. That Miami Marlins hit on the Agustin Ramirez, by the way, is Frankie McIntyre. Yankees, Babe Ruth winning the World Series once again. Thomas Sagasi. We're getting into the duplicate stage of those hits. Rafael Devers. Nice foil for the Giants and Jeffrey. Little Drake Baldwin action. Got in the top loader. Rookie of the Year. Red Sox. Rick Sylvia. Michelle Fitzgerald there. DJ Khaled. Joe Morgan. Chrome. Cincinnati Reds. Ian Smith. Bruce Gossage. Pete Weber. Yes, sir. Who do you think you are? I am. Yeah, I don't have the mini top loader. What I do have, Ray, I got these little tobacco card inserts. It's like a sleeve that the mini goes into, and then you put it in a regular size top loader. They sent them to me one year with Topps 205, except they didn't send them with the 205. They sent them after the fact, so I just had a bunch of extra top loaders from that point. Wicked Curves, Catfish Hunter, Athletics, and Nick. Light Night, Eldred Rock Lighthouse. Wicked Curve here. Wicked Curves for Max Scherzer going to Blue Jays and Billy. Drewski's in the house. What? How about a Luis Angel Acuna, Mets, Ike Moran. There's Ronald's little brother for you. Light Night. Cockspur Island Lighthouse. Giants win the World Series. Harmon Killebrew on the foil for the Twins and Ethan Stout. You got O'Neill Cruz for the Pirates on the foil for Christopher Bricky. Orlando Cepeda, mini there for the Giants and Jeffrey. There's the Red Sox winning it again for Rick Sylvia. Mike Messina. State Birds, California, the California Valley Quail. How about it? Max Scherzer, Wicked Curves for Billy once again. Tyler Fitzgerald action. Bill Mazeroski. Eric Tovar. Eric Tovar's in our group. This is Ezekiel Tovar. Oh, Wicked Curves, Tom Seaver for the Mets and Ike Moran. Dylan Cruz, rookie. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ethan Zahn. The reality TV guy. The non-baseball spot. How about Chris Bryant on the foil for the Rockies and Frankie? Edgar Cuero. Rookie mini for those White Sox and Frankie. Chris Sell once again for Rick Sylvia. Boston winning it. Here we got a foil for Emma Roberts. Doesn't look like her. That picture is like I remember her. Stan Musial. Uh-oh, what is this? What the heck is this coming, y'all? I have no idea what this is. Allen Ginter, Alec Baum for the Phillies. This is going to be something crazy. Let's get these cards behind it out of the way. Bruce Sutter, Verdes for the Chrome. What the hell is this? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't even know what to call this. Oral Hershiser for the LA Dodgers on the metallic It's like a metal art card right here. Whoa, Matt Dixon. What is that? That is sickening, my man. I can't read what that says. Does anybody know what this is? I mean, this is a new hit to the product. That is disgusting. I know that. Sick hit, Matt Dixon. Let's go, brother. Do you know what that is, Matt? The number of the card, it just says 44. I can't read what that says. What is that? Can anybody tell? It's metallic. Yeah, we're going to have to look this one up. It's disgusting. I thought I saw a frame or something right here. I guess I'm tripping. What's that? Oh, that's another. That might be another rip card. Cat Dennings. We're really going to pull another rip card? This has been a heck of a case so far. John Smoltz on the wicked curves for the Braves and Josh Thompson. Only 3 boxes in, and I'm telling you what, I should have opened this case myself. Gaylord Berry for the Giants over here. Gary Sheffield for those Dodgers and Matt Dixon. Barry Zito. Tomoyuki Sugano. DJ Mighty, is it Mighty Me or Mighty My? I'm not familiar. How about a John Hall, musician there? Honus Wagner. Kirby Puckett for the Twins and Ethan Stout. Steve Carlton. Uh-oh, Yankees. Rip card. 106 of 199 for Andrew Freeberg on the rip card. Again, an exclusive mini wood parallel, an exclusive mini metal parallel, a red mini autograph card, or a one-of-a-kind sketch card. Andrew Freeberg. And I don't think Andrew's in the group yet. How about a Roki Sasaki foil hit for Matt Dixon and the Dodgers right behind it? Jeffrey, we'd love to have you, man. You have another chance tomorrow and in the weeks coming up. We got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of products coming up over the next few weeks. Topps Chrome Update and Archives both next week. We've got Cosmic Chrome and Heritage High Number the next week. I mean, it is a loaded month, y'all. But I'll tell you what, don't be sleeping on the second half of this case because it looks like we got a hot one, folks. Roki Sasaki on the mini right there for Matt Dixon. Twins, Kirby Puckett, Ethan Stout taking that one. How about a little Mookie Betts for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. Mini action. That's Pudge Rodriguez for the Marlins. Frankie. Chris Sale there for the Red Sox. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Andre Dawson. Sisler. George Sisler. We got another green frame. How many hits are we coming out of this box? Warren Spahn here for the Braves and Josh Thompson. How many hits are coming out of this box? This one is going to be Tariq Skubal. Somebody said him earlier. Too bad he didn't come out first. That would have been some break credit too. But Tigers, get yourself a green frame mini Tariq Skubal game used jersey right there for Frankie McIntyre. Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox and Rick Sylvia. Clownfish. And Freddie Freeman. I'll tell you what, we had a bunch of hits in that one, didn't we? Yeah, Dodgers are definitely the top team in the break as far as possibilities go. They just have so many different cards that you can hit in there. And with the Dodgers, they got a few guys that even like the generic parallels carry a little bit of value too. We got some wild hits up there on the board, and we got another rip card right here. Wait until I have room to throw it up on the board too. Yeah, you had a good eBay break for real, Larry. Yeah, the card's metal. It's like a gold metallic card. All right, next box. Brandon Nimmo. Oh, Tim Raines coming out here. How about Lou Gehrig? Lou Gehrig. Luckiest man in the world right there. Wicked Curve, Fergie Jenkins. Oh, Mr. Eon. Nick Kurtz, base rookie. Bryce on the chrome for the Phillies and Ray Natal. Phil Necro. Alan Ginter, that's El Matador State Beach in Malibu, California. Dwight Gooden, Wicked Curves for the Mets and Ike Moran. Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens, nice one. There's Libby's man. She's worth more than he is in this set. Callaway, Sway. There's the great Bambino for the Yankees. Yeah, I've never seen it. That's why I don't know what it is to tell you. I've never seen that card before. I've opened a lot of Allen Ginter. It's got to be a new hit. Cara Maria Sorbello. Bishop. Andrew Bishop, the musician. There is an Angels. David Eckstein getting in on the action. Jeff McNall Jr. Drake Baldwin. Jacob Wilson. There's a foil hit for the big unit. Randy Johnson, Diamondbacks. Wayne Brimley taking that one. And Robin Yount. Somebody wanted Robin Yount. There you got a few. The Roosterfish. Catfish Hunter on the Wicked Curves for the A's and Nick. Jacob Wilson, rookie again. Nolan Ryan. Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. Buster Posey for the Giants right there. Jeffrey. Tony La Russa once again. C.J. Abrams on the mini for the Nats. And Matthew Hogue. Wicked Curves for David Cone. Hiroki Sasaki rookie. We have a Rod Carew. Foil hit right there. Angels Rod Carew. Jeff McNall Jr. There's Mr. October Reggie Jackson on the mini. And that is Ryan Howard, I believe, for the Phillies. Yeah, Phillies. Ryan Howard Phillies win the World Series for Ray Natal there. Bobby Witt Jr. on the chrome. Got a Bobby Witt Jr. gold of 50 sitting over here. Derek Jeter, the captain, on the chrome. Nice one for the Yanks and Andrew right there. Wicked Curves from Max Fried and Andrew once again. Is it Denzel Clark? I was about to say that, yeah. You got to know your stuff because these guys, they only got the last name on the card. Ellie De La Cruz foil right there. Nice one for the Reds and Ian Smith. You got Josh Naylor. D-backs, Wayne Brimley. And Giants winning the World Series, Buster Posey. Of course, Josh Naylor's back with the Mariners now, but he's with the Diamondbacks in this product. Jim Bunning. The Wizard, Ozzie Smith for those Cardinals and Frankie. John Smoltz on the Wicked Curves for the Braves and Josh Thompson. James Wood, rookie. George Brett. Chase Dollander. Don Sutton on the Wicked Curves for the Dodgers. There's an Ohtani. Mark Long. Metal tin variation. I'm assuming they're fairly valuable. Light Night. It's Cape Nedick Lighthouse. Who is this? Miguel Cabrera. Ty Cobb. A frame hit right here. It's going to be Jim Bunning for the Phillies. Jim Bunning on the foil. Pee Wee Reese. Card is Burt Blyleven on the mini there. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the wicked curves for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. Michelle Fitzgerald. Boogie with a hoodie. Chrome. Non-baseball spot. Rick Sylvia. Carlos Beltran on the foil for the Mets right there. And Ike Moran. Bruce Sutter on the mini. The Cardinals. Frankie. There's Kirby Puckett checking in for the Twins. And Ethan Stout. Onus Wagner. Old school Onus. Pittsburgh Pirates going to be Christopher B. Here we've got a Max Scherzer for the Blue Jays. Nice variation here for Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson. Oakland Athletics. Nick. We'll get that in a top loader for you momentarily, Nick. It's the Dodgers winning it all. It's Mookie Betts. Taylor Rooks, sports journalist. Dick Allen. Ozzie Smith. Don Drysdale on the wicked curves for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. Joe Torre. That is a Don Larson for the Yankees. All right, Keene. Eric Keene. Wicked curves for Warren Spahn. Braves, Josh Thompson. Lawrence Butler. Who's Thompson? Keenan Thompson in here. Elko, Musial, Keene. Here we're going to have a little Chris Sale action on the foil for the Braves and Josh Thompson. Yankees. Mike Trout. There we go, Angels. Jeff McNall Jr. with the Mike Trout foil. State Birds. That's the Cardinal. Indiana. The Braves are winning the first title since '95. Josh Thompson. Cy Young. Red Sox. There's a Derek Jeter, the captain, on the mini for the Yankees. Sandy Koufax, wicked curves. Yeah, I'd say that Livy's a $700-800 card based on what I've heard and just my thoughts in general on what cards usually go for like that, especially right now up front. All right. Just had a mini slip out for Al Kaline on the black border right there. We're going to have Josh Naylor. Al Kaline, by the way, is with the Tigers. Josh Naylor with the Diamondbacks. Tigers, Wayne Brimley. Diamondbacks, Wayne Brimley. Sparky Lyle, wicked curves. Okay, we got a little framed mini coming here. It's going to be some ink on this one. Diaz. Which Diaz is this? Yilber Diaz. Arizona Diamondbacks, Wayne Brimley with the Yilber Diaz. Very nice, Wayne. Dave Winfield, old school for the Padres, and Christopher B. Bishop, musician. Kurt Gibson there for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. And hey, we'll always take these. How about game-used bat relic for my guy Mike Trout? Mike Trout, game-used bat relic. Angels, Jeff McNall Jr. Let's go. Wilson Contreras for the Cardinals on the foil. And then here is the Dodgers winning the World Series. Michael Trout. Getting scratched all to hell. Yolbert Diaz. Nice little ink right here for Wayne Brimley. I mean, there's no doubt that Livy Dunn is going to be, I mean, she's more prominent than, most of the players in this set as far as being a household name goes. There's that Jacob Wilson rookie. Wayne's over here having himself a break, and he don't even know it yet. Wish one of these guys was in here for this rip card, don't you? Like to see one of those rip cards get pulled open. All right, Drew Thorpe on top. Hey, Nick Kurtz on the chrome. This one for the A's and Nick right there. Johnny Mize. The Rocket, Roger Clemens. Sparky Lyle over here for the old Yankees. Andrew taking that one. Otani base. Jim Rice. Light Night. Burt Blyleven. Wicked Curves. Little foil hit for Tom Marshall. Freddie Freeman. Black border. Nice one. Dodgers. Matt Dixon. The Dodgers win the World Series. Ketel Marte. Grab a little chapstick over here. Yeah, I mean, Giancarlo Stanton, Jackson Jobe, I think I'd probably rip those. If it was like Mike Trout or Shohei Ohtani, I'm probably not ripping it. Adiel Amador, they sell pretty good too. There's a lot of people that do like ripping those open. And I have ripped them open and pulled red ink and all kinds of good stuff in the past, so. That's the Mets winning the World Series. I pulled some awesome stuff out of this in the past, y'all. This is nothing new for me to pull some heaters out of here. It's been a good product to us through the years. Hermit Thrush, the Vermont State Bird. If you missed out on this one, hope you'll get in tomorrow with us. Wicked Curves. That break's going to drop at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a price preview out for you tomorrow morning. Jacob Wilson, rookie. Chuck Reagan getting in on the foil hit. Barry Walker, Buster Posey, and Oral Hershiser, Wicked Curves for Matt Dixon. Brian Cranston in the house. Max Muncy for the A's. Matt Shaw, mini rookie for the Cubs. Frankie, the A's, that was Andrew with Max Muncy. The Angels, Jeff McNall. In the World Series there. Pedro Martinez. Got Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA. A couple of nice ones for the Cubs and Frankie here out of this box so far. Joe Carter. Blue Jays, Billy. Blake Snell and Taylor Rooks. How many teams left on break 2? There's pretty many. I don't know. We only did rollover. We didn't list them both at like the same time or anything. There's probably, somewhere between 5 to 10 rollovers. There's more than 5, I'm pretty sure. Maybe like 7, 8 more. I'm not quite sure. I got somebody trying to get in the group here. That's why I'm fiddling with my iPad. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. I've done it. I've done it with the limited number that I've hit personally. So I rip so much that now these days, Giancarlo Stanton, I don't really open much myself. Satchel Paige. It goes to the Orioles. Jason Van Buskoten. Wicked Curves for David Cone. Joe Torre in the house. There's Jacob Wilson, rookie. Jackson Jobe on the chrome hit for the Tigers and Wayne Bremley. That's Mel Ott. Chris Sell, chrome mini for the Braves and Josh Thompson. Wicked Curves for Andy Pettit. Well, maybe 8 or 10 rollovers, Ray. I'm trying to think. I don't know exactly. Cesar Tovar. Salvador Perez. Here we've got a Ryan Howard. David Festa. The Sea Dragon. David Festa going to the Twins there, and Ethan Stout. There's Albert Pujols in the house. And Red Shindites. All right, next stack. Chuck Reagan on the mini. Max Fried on top with the Wicked Curves for the Yankees and Andrew. Okay, line. Sway, Cat Dennings. It's Mesa Jr.'s first name. Victor Mesa Jr., that's right. Tony Perez? Yeah, Tony Perez for the Reds. Jackson Merrill, we know that guy. Padres, Christopher B. Wicked Curves for Don Sutton, and the Dodgers going to Matt Dixon. Gaylord Perry for the Giants. Jeffrey Nimzik. Jeremy Pena. Astros. Larry Marr on the foil. There's a Dick Allen mini for the Phillies. Got the Ginter back. Ray Natal. There's a Giants winning the World Series. Buster Posey there. Jeffrey Nimzik. Seth Meyers on the chrome non-baseball spot. Rick Sylvia. How about a Marcelo Mayer? There's a nice little foil. Like a little thing on the surface right there. For the Red Sox and Rick Sylvia. Hilton Head Island. Used to be a great place to visit. Getting a little too crowded now. Miguel Cabrera for the Marlins. Tommy Edman on the mini for the Dodgers and Matt Dixon. And how about another Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers? Yeah, I've hit all those World Series ones. Big Sean, at this point, we're getting into duplicate for the duplicate. You know what I mean? Scott Boras on the chrome for the non-baseball spot. And Rick Sylvia. Boom, boom, boom. It's a bull in a china shop, folks. Oh, there's a relic on the bottom. So we don't want to leave that laying there. All right, Andrew Benintendi. There's Greg Maddux on the Wicked Curves for the D-backs. Rochelle. Memo. Who's this? Tom May, the musician for Rick. Moorish Idol, Rick Sylvia. Dodgers win the World Series for Matt Dixon. Raleigh Fingers. Here's Willie McCovey. He's got a cove named after him. Giants, Jeffrey Nemzik. Let's go. Wicked Curves for the Dodgers. Don Drysdale. Matt Dixon taking that one. Little Wyatt Langford for the Rangers. And Ryan Ehrig. Jacks on the mini. Well, little Reds winning the World Series for Ian Smith. Here you go, Adrian Beltre. Joe DiMaggio, there he is. Joey D. Joe DiMaggio for the Yankees on the mini, and Andrew. Mark Burley for the White Sox. It's going to be Frankie McIntyre. Drake Baldwin. All right, Riley Green was that mini we were talking about. This is 14 of 25, folks. Super short print, Riley Green. Game used mem right there. Let's go. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. on the chrome right there. No, that's a foil. Riley Green, super short print. Double check that Mike Trout. Yeah, I see the numbers right there. No number on the Mike Trout. 14 of 25. Let's go. All right, and we're also going to have an Aurelvis Martinez mini here. Yankees win the World Series for Andrew Freeberg. James Wood, rookie. Another relic coming. It's got a little brown over here. This is a two-color relic. Game used mem for Fernando Tatis Jr. and Christopher Bricky. Game used. Do like the game used part there. Lou Brock on the foil for the Cardinals and Frankie. And there's a Wilson Contreras black mini. Black border for the Cardinals and Frankie. Yankees winning the World Series. Yanks, Andrew Freeberg. $5 if I burn that Seth Meyers live. We used to cut Grayson Allen's in half when we did basketball. We would snip it right in half, man. Oh. All right. All right, sounds good, Jeff. Get a 50 Riley Green game used mem in the eBay one. Yeah, I remember you hitting that Riley Green. I was thinking we hit one earlier. Rust. Chad Gilbert here on the chrome. Barry Larkin sneaking in. Denzel Clark for the A's. A's is Nick Chokada. Toronto Blue Jays. Billy Stopp. Shine. His voice just does not match his photo. If any of y'all know what Shine sounds like, maybe he's just getting old. His picture doesn't match. It doesn't match his voice. I can't even do. Mel Lott. It sounded more like the Mafia than Shine, but he's got this really I don't even know how to say it. Well, Roy Campanella. If you've ever heard Shine rap, you know what I'm talking about. Though Dodgers, Matt Dixon. I can't describe it. Clayton Kershaw. It's not raspy. It's something else. It's unique. Alex the Great. Keen. Non-baseball spot, Rick Sylvia. There's a Luis Angel Acuna mini for Ike. How about an Andy Pettit on the Wicked Curves for the Yankees and Andrew Freeberg? Hey, nice Jacob Wilson. Oh, my bad. Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz for the A's. Nick Brockert. State Birds, Cardinal. There's a Big Mac, Mark McGuire for the Oakland A's. So we go to Nick. Tony Perez, Bill Mazeroski. This one is Albert Pujols for the Cardinals. All right, who is this? I don't know if it's DJ Mighty Mine or DJ Mighty Me. He's a rapper. Or is he a DJ? Fred McGriff. Both, maybe. All right, let's keep it rolling. That mini is going to be Christy Mathewson, New York Giants. Of course, that's the San Francisco Giants, same organization. Aston, Skylar Aston. Bob Gibson on the Wicked Curves for the Cardinals and Frankie. Stan Musial. Stan the man. Cardinals and Frankie once again. Northern Mockingbird. Shout out to the good folks in Arkansas. Blake Snell for the Dodgers. Matt Dixon. Hammering Hank Aaron over here for the Braves and Josh Thompson. Tyler Locklear on the mini for the Mariners. Ray Natal taking that one. Bruce Sutter once again for those Cardinals. Frankie. What is this? What is this? How about another Bobby? Hobby. Witt Jr. for the Royals and Todd Kramer. This one's 61 of 75 purple refractor. If you know anything about Allen Ginter, it's not just like super common to pull numbered hits as you've seen throughout this break. Maybe a few here and there, but Jeff Bagwell. How about Mr. October, Reggie Jackson for those A's and Nick. Eddie Murray over here. Orioles. Jason Van Buskoten. You got Nolan Ryan for the Angels, and then Harmon Killebrew. Bobby Witt Jr., a couple nice parallels. One gold, and now the purple. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. Wicked Curves. That's Goose Gossage for the Yanks and Andrew. I have a foil here for Elko, Tim Elko, Chicago White Sox. Frankie. That's Kevin Alcantara on the rookie for the Chicago Cubs. Wicked Curves, Jack Morris for the Tigers and Wayne. Will the Thrill Clark there, DJ Khaled. Jamie Chung, the actress. And Cesar Tovar on the black border for the Twins and Ethan Stout. Where does she play in? I don't know. The miniseries Samurai Girl. He played the recurring role of Milan in the fantasy show Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I've never seen any of that. Not knocking it, just haven't seen it. White Sox, Mark Burley. Riley Fingers showing up on the board for the A's. There's a Kerry Carpenter mini for the Tigers. The Reds winning the World Series right there. Reds, Ian Smith. She's in a lot. Yeah, I feel like she looks familiar. I just, can't place her in shows that are movies that I've watched a lot. Adrian Beltre. Albert Pujols. Cardinals mini right there. Cards is Frankie. This is Cubs winning the World Series. Chris Bryant. James Wood. Rookie right there. The Crime Dog, Fred McGriff. On the foil. Right behind him, Ozzie Smith. Okay, so we've got Greg Maddux. Cubs Greg Maddux, though, for Frankie. Mark Burley for the White Sox and Frankie. Got a Jackie Robinson here on the chrome for those Dodgers and Matt Dixon. You got a J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, Mariners, Ray Natal. Carlos Beltran on the black border right there for the Mets, and Ike Moran, nice one. Kerry Wood, Cubs. I don't know if we even pulled that one yet. Frankie, the Kerry Wood. He had a nice little run there. Short-lived, but it was good for a while, you know. Casey Mize, then he moved to the... He ended up being a closer, didn't he? Riley Green, starter initially, though. Yankees. Right there, Andrew. Aaron Judge. Christian Campbell, rookie. Very cool. Red Sox, Rick Sylvia. The Astros hate needs to end. Jim Rice. Light and Night. This is the Loggerhead Lighthouse there. Who's that? Diamondbacks win the first World Series. Is that Luis Gonzalez? Yeah, Luis Gonzalez. Wayne Brimley. Bishop. Hey, nice. Mookie Betts for the LA Dodgers. On the black border. Wicked curves for Burt Blyleven. Twins, Ethan Stout. Brooks Lee, rookie for the Twins, too. All right, last little stack here of the break. Hey, it's that guy, Larry David, in the house for Rick Sylvia. Let's go. Greg Maddux once again for the Cubs on the mini. Frankie. Rockies winning the pennant. Matt Holliday. Ron Santo. Was it just me, or we got a few different cards coming up out of here? Allen and Ginter. That's Laguna Beach, California. Watch out. Mets winning the World Series. Gary Carter. Yeah, we're having some different ones through here. Larry Walker. There's a David Festa mini rookie for the Twins and Ethan Stout. Pedro Martinez on the wicked curves for the Red Sox and Rick Sylvia. Got Josh Naylor. On the foil right there. Who is this? Walter Johnson mini. Got something cool coming up right here. Wicked curves for Oral Hershiser. All right, let's see if we can end this with a bang. What do we got here? What do we got? It's going to be a game-used relic. Philadelphia Phillies, Bryson Stott. Bryson Stott with our last hit of the break. Nice one right there, Ray. Ray Natal with the Bryson Stott relic. Willie Mays to say, hey, kid, for the Giants and Jeffrey. That's Denzel Clark for the A's. And the Nationals win their first World Series. It's Juan Soto hoisting that trophy up. All right, yeah. Good break tonight, everybody. Really good break. Get a couple of these off. We'll go back and get a recap. Go through some, but not all of our more premium hits we had tonight. Starting over here with some chrome or some foil rookies and chrome rookies. We had Nick Kurtz for the A's, and there he is on the chrome. And Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers. Astros must be in the second half, he says. Must be. Must be, brother. Minis right here for Jacob Wilson for the A's. Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers. Drake Baldwin for the Braves on the blackboard. And there's Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. Don't know what to do next. Numbered hits. Bobby Witt Jr., Royals. That one's to 75. Got a Cal Ripken Jr. to 25 right here. And then also a Bobby Witt Jr. gold to 50. Relics. Just had that. Bryson Stott for the Phillies. And Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. 14 of 25. Super short print for Riley Green from the Tigers. Mike Trout for the Angels. Tigers once again. Tariq Skubal. Here is Aaron Nola for the Phillies. And Joey Votto for the Reds. Did have ink from Yilber Diaz for the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we had not one, but two rip cards right here. Jackson Jobe for the Tigers, and Giancarlo Stanton for the Yankees. Metallic variation for Oral Hershiser. That's a sick hit right there for the Dodgers. Congratulations. Total 12 hits. Yeah, the autographs and the relics, we'll count them. Livy Dunn here, 2 of 50 on the autograph. Let's see here. Rip cards as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we came out right. We also had 1, 2, 3 numbered hits. That's about what you see. One about every other box or something like that. But how about this Livy Dunn? How about this Livy Dunn? That's a monster right there. Congratulations to Rick Sylvia with the non-baseball spot. 2 of 50, man. 2 of 50. We'll have to tag her on Insta. Livy Dunn. Bam. All right, everybody. Do appreciate you joining up. Again, we're going to do the second half of this case tomorrow. That's going to be dropping at 6 o'clock p.m. Yeah, rip. So it's like rip cards. Then you got you'll see fewer of these, but there's booklet cards in there as well. There's there's like 5 or 6 different things that you can get. Yeah, but rip cards definitely one of them. Anybody needs anything, hit me up. Again, tomorrow, half case number 2, we're going to drop it at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll put a price preview out for you sometime mid-morning so that you can take a look. We might have just a few adjustments based on how the first half went, filled up, which teams were popular and which teams weren't. We might just have just a couple slight adjustments. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great night, great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow for round 2. For now, peace out from the East Coast. Y'all have a good one. And Frankie says that's one of the better cards I've ever seen pulled, and it's not even a player. True, very true, man, very true. No telling what this thing might be worth one day, too. Not just right now. We'll see. All right, for now, y'all have a good one, man. Peace out from the East Coast.